This thing's going to be $350 plus $80 shipping and handling worldwide.
What? Ooh. Okay.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go put let me see if I have $1 or $2 around here. I didn't notice the feet sticking out until you mentioned
Talked
it.
about there's not much more to know.
You look so excited talking about it, James.
So I'm going to be putting in an order probably today or tomorrow.
Wow.
What's going on, BBC fans? We're back with another round of news. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And let's get into some interesting news. So the first thing is there was an interview with the Hasbro marketing team. And some, I guess, interesting, I can't think of a better word, facts came out. So forgive me if I'm looking over and reading my notes. But so the first thing is that there's going to be a lot of collaborations with the 40th anniversary, I believe. So, but they said that the other companies aren't going to be making transforming figures. They're going to have scans of the G1 toys and making things out of that. So I'm assuming we'll get like ornaments and stuff like that. That's what I would assume. Next, we have that we might not get all the retro molds. I guess there's some that aren't available and some that market-wise just wouldn't be worth it. I don't know what they'd be making. If they're making a Perceptor, I think any of the other G1 figures would be worth it that were in the show, but maybe they're talking about non-show characters. I don't know. They also talked about why Megs can't be a gun. I don't think we have to really go on that. We know in today's climate that would not fit well, even if he is an evil tyrant. Now this next one was interesting. So the next HasLab is planned and will be revealed this year. So we'll just have to wait to see what that is. I guess both of the people on there were talking about that one of them wants an Autobot City HasLab, and the other one wants a Rise of the Beasts Maximal Multi-Pack or a Stratosphere, which doesn't make sense to me. There's enough Rise of the Beasts stuff out there. And Stratosphere was in the movie for 2 seconds, so why somebody would want take the slot of the HasLab for that? I don't know. But let's keep it going with.
I'm gonna take it down. I'm not gonna get angry. The movie is tanking. Why are we gonna spend a HasLab doing a movie figure?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think they would, for that reason its own. But you know, more power to them if they want to do that, because they will be saving me money. So the two more things with this. So I guess BMAC, which I think is the Hasbro guy, he actually finds the leaks that come out annoying. So maybe they're not leaked by Hasbro, or this is them covering their butts. But some of the retailers actually like the leaks because it creates more buzz around the brand, and they go out and look for them. Like I'm assuming they're talking about Walmart and whatnot. Speaking of Walmart, the Velocitron Wave 2 was not planned, so that was Galaxy Shuttle, Shadow Stripe, was that his name? Shadow Strip, and Crasher. Those were not planned, but they just wanted to fit them in because they had extra room. And the most interesting thing is Walmart passed on that movie accurate Hot Rod out of that 86 Hot Rod, which is like in the magenta color scheme. So I found that pretty interesting because we saw pictures of that and people were all excited and they still ask for it today. But it looks like we will never get that.
That was a lot. And I think I already touched on the movie aspect of it, the HasLab aspect of it, so we can let that go. But the 40th anniversary really makes me feel old. First and foremost, since I was there from the beginning, so I feel old now. But I thought they were going to release a set amount of figures in commemoration of the 40th anniversary, I didn't think that they were gonna do the whole line. I thought it was gonna be maybe some figures that we haven't seen redone. Like, we've gotten Optimus Primes, we've gotten the Seekers, we've had all those. I was thinking maybe they would do some other stuff that we haven't seen in a while. That would be really cool.
And they might. So what they were specifically talking about was the 40th collabs that they're doing with other companies.
Well, no,
so we don't know. So maybe Hasbro's going to do what they did for the 30th anniversary, where they release all those random repaints that nobody really liked. But they might do something like that. So,
well, that's what I was getting to. I was hoping that that's what they were going to do, because I know they've partnered with Mattel to do some Hot Wheel figures on a crossover as well, and so I figured they would do things like that as well. I was just speaking more so on the besides that. I think in Celebration they should do some figures that we haven't seen, because again we've had numerous Seekers. I mean, I just picked up a Thundercracker, and I mean, they just released Hound, which was cool. Haven't seen Hound forever, so I'm hoping that they do more figures like that, because I know, there's all these KOs. So the scary part.
Let's be honest. It's just going to be Optimus and Megatron and Starscream, Bumblebee. They're not going to step out of their comfort zone.
That's what I'm hoping that they don't do, because we've just had so many repaints of those. So, but I'm curious to see what the other brands use, Transformers for.
Totally. So that will be interesting. So another thing that we have that doesn't really fit in the news, but I wanted to talk about, was Chosen Prime posted this picture and said, what does a ferret keeper, a spider from Australia, and falconer have in common? Any guesses? We'll see you at TFCon Toronto. So I don't think it's much of a mystery that this is alluding to some of their exclusives from TFCon. So we'll have to see what they come out with. This is a really weird set of things, and I'm totally down for anything that's weird, so we'll see.
Well, the thing that got me was the top right corner, Beastmaster. I loved this movie as a kid, and it made me want to ferret for, I think it was like Toto and Poco or something like that, were the ferrets' names. Like I said, this was like one of my favorite movies as a kid, and it's probably terrible, to watch now, but I always wanted a ferret because of this movie, and I never had one. So, and I used to have a pet tarantula as a kid as well. So that's what the spider makes me think of.
That ain't no tarantula.
That isn't.
Let's get a ferret transformer for you.
Oh God, you would love that.
Just for you, not for me. You can get two of them. Call them Loco and Moco. Eat a Loco Moco while you're at it. So let's get on to some leaks. And there was quite a few. So there's an Amazon 2-pack, which I guess is going to be part of the Cybertronian line, with Cascade and Javelin. Now, Javelin's an awesome name for a Transformer. I know nothing about either of these characters. But they look fine. They're fembots, so that's kind of cool. So we'll see who they're repaints of.
I mean, just body shape wise, it's like maybe like a Blur or some skinny character that we've probably had that they're just going to repaint and put a new head on or something like that.
So we'll see. They don't look bad though. And then of course Walmart is having their G1 Skywarp. We all knew it was coming. It's been leaked. So yeah, it'll look good with the other ones.
Yes, I'm just in it for the packaging. I know that's bad.
Yeah, the packaging's the best part. Because, I mean, a lot of these toys are easy to get.
Yeah.
The original toys are easy to get in decent condition. So, if you need it, go get it.
Yes. I ordered it.
I know you did. Let's talk about what was just... Alright, so this is James and Bobby from the future. While I was editing this, a big drop was just announced, so we really wanted to show it off. So, as you can see, Transformers is doing another G.I. Joe collab, and it looks like it's Soundwave. So here's the box. Here's the figure itself, which he has a knife, which is very odd for Soundwave. That just doesn't seem like something he would have. He's also packaged with, like, the mercenaries, which also doesn't make much sense to me, but, whatever. could have him riding his back, I guess, as like a little backpack. And there is the really strange looking alt mode. So what do you think about this, Bobby?
I absolutely love it. So
really,
so
wow.
being that I was never a big GI Joe fan. I never collected GI Joe, but I do, the Dreadnoks and Zartan, and I believe his sister's name is Zorana. So that's what he comes with. I love the little Ravage on the chain.
That is pretty cool. It actually looks posable. I don't
Yeah.
know if it is or not, but it kind of looks like it.
Yeah, so I love that because I guess Soundwave and I can't remember the name of that vehicle. Somebody in the comments, please let me know. But
Thunder Machine.
Yeah, Thunder Machine. Yeah, so I always thought the Dreadnoks were kind of cool. They were dumb besides Zartan, but I loved Zartan's. As I remember as a kid, my friends had GI Joes and Zartan changed colors and like camouflage or whatever. So I love it, and not necessarily as Soundwave. That's fine. I mean, if they're going to do a crossover, that's fine. But I love the vehicle. I've always loved the vehicle, and I am in on this all the way.
Okay. I will say that the Soundwave looks nice. It looks like a good Soundwave. It looks better than the other G.I. Joe collabs that have come out.
Yes.
But I'm not sure if I like that vehicle mode at all. I'm not a big vehicle person, but this doesn't strike me as Soundwave at all. I don't know why they didn't use a hiss tank for Soundwave. To me, that makes more sense, and use like a jet for Megatron. To me, that makes more sense since Megatron's been historically a jet more than he has been a tank. But regardless, I don't know. They should have used this as an Autobot or something.
Well, it's a
Hound.
No,
Right.
the vehicle is the Dreadnoughts vehicle, so it had to be.
So that's what. Another thing I don't like is that they're using this new Soundwave that looks great, but they're using the vintage version of the G.I. Joe characters. I'm like, why didn't they do updated versions of G.I. Joe characters too? That would have looked so much better.
I agree. I haven't looked at G.I. Joe figures in a long time, so I don't know what they look like now.
I just know the ones when I was a kid looked a whole heck of a lot better than these guys. With more posability and all that too. And that was, 15 years ago. 15. So, and the feet are horrible on this thing. So I'm completely out on this. Yeah, it's fine for what it is, but why do these keep having so much kibble on them?
That is a big, I did pick up the Bumblebee, and I was going to pick up the Megatron, and it just kept on sliding by. So now that I know they're going to do the crossover movie, I'll probably try to find that Megatron. Hopefully I can get a good price on it. And as I said, I am going to pick this up as well. I'm curious to see what they come out with next. I have a feeling they'll probably do like the G.I. Joe Jet. Can't remember the name of it, and maybe call it, Sky Jetfire or something like that. But I
hope they do the Rattler as Starscream.
The only reason I would say they should do it like Thundercracker is because of the colors, the blue.
You're right. You are right, but I think they would be worried about it not selling because it's Thundercracker, and Starscream's a big name.
True, and the crazy thing about it though is that they've put out figures that weren't necessarily the main characters before. I can't remember what we reviewed a couple of weeks ago, but it was just like, why did they make it this character? Actually, I think they did a Skywarp or something like that, and they didn't do a Starscream, and we were saying, why didn't they do a Starscream?
That was the little big head guys or something like that.
Something like that. So I think if they do it and call it Thundercracker, I don't think I'd be as upset because of the colors. because if they make it the Starscream colors, then it's gonna be like, it's not true to GI Joe or it's not true to Transformers. You're kind of
Well, and it seems like they're kind of saying, screw Transformers fans, we're going to make these all G.I. Joe. Because, like, they're not even flinching a little bit on how these things look, the G.I. Joe vehicles. But they're, it's, like, accurate to a T. And then the Transformers, they're like, yeah, he has wheels on his arms, that's fine. You know? And, like, Megatron, maybe he hasn't been a Jet more, I could be wrong. But I think it would have just...
From a gun, the first thing I think from a gun, he went to be in a tank.
Yes, yeah, a cannon and stuff. But I just see Megatron as more imposing than that. And a Hiss tank, I think, suits Soundwave more with the blockiness. Yeah, and Soundwave also shouldn't be with these, mercenaries. You know what I mean? Like, that seems like somebody that, maybe a treacherous person like Starscream. Not saying Starscream should turn into a car. So don't crucify me, Bobby. But that seems like something more Starscream or somebody would be with. Or Shockwave. This could have been Shockwave, and honestly, that would have been cool. But it feels like they're just cherry picking to see what they can do.
Yeah, I'm wondering how the movie is going to be now. If the characters are going to leave,
I didn't even think about that.
Their current, and this is what they're going to turn into the G.I. Joe vehicles. Based off of, and now what I hope, and again, we're years in advance here talking about this. What I hope that they would do is that they would not be the vehicles when the movie starts, but somehow collaborate with the Joes or collaborate with Cobra and take a look at their vehicles and then decide to like scan them and become those vehicles. That would be ideal for me.
Yes, with how Mirage turned into a dump truck without even thinking about it, that could definitely be a option.
Right.
All right, so that's this. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Again, an Amazon exclusive. We've got a One-Step Flip Heroes 3-pack. Didn't know that these needed to be an exclusive, but they're repaints of the Cyberverse figures. So, which repaint is a stretch because there's not a lot of paint on these things, but you could go ahead and get them if you need them.
All I gotta say is I've never been so happy to see this version of Wheeljack.
That actually surprised me too. I thought they'd go with somebody else than Wheeljack. So.
Yes, that. Standing ovation for that.
All right, let's move on to some non-transforming figures, and this is the Prime 1 Studio Optimus Primal from the movie. And I think the statue is actually kind of cool because it has both of his modes. I haven't seen that on a lot of Transformer statues, so that's really neat. But other than that, it's the same Optimus Primal we've been seeing for a while, and I'm really sick of seeing our Rise of the Beast stuff.
For the movie to have just been out not even a month, I'm so sick of it.
So that's all I got to say for this. But something that's kind of interesting that still doesn't transform is Scalpel. So this was in Revenge of the Fallen, I believe. And I really liked this Mad Doctor character when I watched it. He was one of my favorite characters. And I actually have the Perceptor repaint that some third-party company did that I use as my Scalpel in my collection. I just thought it was cool to have a Mad Doctor. We don't have a lot of those. I mean, I guess you could count Shockwave, but this is actually like a doctor, not a scientist. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It comes with a big Megatron head, or it was pictured with a big Megatron head. Whether or not it comes with that, who knows? So yeah, if you want a large, I think it's a 1-to-1 scale Scalpel, you might be able to get it.
Are you picking it up?
Oh no, it doesn't transform, and I told you I already got one for my collection.
Yeah, hard pass for me on this. I don't even like the way it looks, so I don't even remember from the movie. And I just rewatched. He
was in it for like 2 seconds.
I just rewatched him, and I don't remember, so that's really bad.
It doesn't surprise me, but there wasn't much in that movie I liked besides Scalpel. So let's move on to this thing. So this is Hasbro X ZCWO Low-Fold League of Steel Optimus Prime. So this is 410 millimeters, so it's like 15, 16 inches tall. And it's a human Optimus Prime, but a football player. This thing's going to be $350 plus $80 shipping and handling worldwide.
What?
You didn't know? You didn't look at the price? Yeah, that's this thing's price. So, yeah, I don't know who this is for, to be quite honest with you. They showed a teaser. I think I have it right here. Yeah, so they're going to be doing Megatron, Bumblebee, Soundwave, Starscream, and Megatron. I don't know how they're going to be getting people to buy these at that price. But I do have to give them props that the face kind of looks like Peter Cullen with the mustache.
I was thinking the same thing.
And I thought that was cool. So that's why I put the picture of the head.
$350?
Plus 80 shipping. Flat rate shipping. So it comes out to be about $420 when all is said and done.
$430.
$430, excuse me.
Wow. I mean, I love football and I love Transformers. I love $430 in my pocket better than picking
you like $430 in a third party combiner versus this?
Yeah, I mean, I can go buy well, I wouldn't go see them, but I can go buy tickets to the the game here. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. That's bad.
I know there's a large community of vinyl collectors, so that doesn't surprise me that it's so expensive. I just don't know who this is for. Is it for sports fans? Is it for vinyl collector fans? Is it for Transformer fans? It's just random. And they're making but please let us know if you're interested in this in the comments.
Yeah, wow. And if you are, let me borrow $20.
I'll take 10.
Jeez.
Let's move
Okay.
on to some third-party stuff. And the first thing is Funbee Studios is making an Energon Star Saber. So this is really cool. I'm waiting for Fans Hobby's version.
Okay.
I know this is Energon. I know Fans Hobby will eventually do it. They always do it. This isn't going to transform. This is probably for the Armada figures that Hasbro's coming out with. So I am not getting this. But I will get Fans Hobby's version.
Same here. Again, this just makes me want a 3D printer. You know.
Yeah, me too. So let's continue with Funbee Studios. They are making a space bridge. So if you guys haven't seen the videos, go look them up because the video is really, really cool. But it lights up and all this stuff. So, are you going to be buying this?
I really want a space bridge. I don't know where I would put it, but I really want a space bridge. And I've been toying with somewhere in my basement building a diorama where I could have the Ark crashed into the volcano and another area with the space bridge and another area with the Decepticon ship in the sea. But God, that would be so cool. I really do like this.
Yes, it looks pretty. On to the next thing, which is actually official, and I just put it a little further down, and that is we got the YOLO Park Scourge that was announced. It's a model kit. Go get it if you want it. It looks kind of cool.
How cool? Cool enough for you to pick it up?
No, like I said in the previous video, when they make a third party, because you know it's going to be third party, it's not going to be Hasbro. They're not going to make this. When there's a third party transforming Scourge, if the transformation isn't a nightmare, I might pick it up. So, but that's in the future, yet to be seen. But what I know I'm not going to be picking up is Blackfire, which is a really cool name, but this is a repaint of the legend-sized Optimus Prime from Metagate, and it does look better in black, but it's missing all of the teal, and it still is a flat pancake.
The headlights are teal.
It does have Oh yeah, okay. You're right. It has 2 drops of teal. I take that back. It's missing 99% of the teal that it should have.
And on the arms, right by the
Is
hands,
that teal too?
there's a
Oh
little bit
yeah.
of
It's
little arrows.
98% of teal it's missing. But this looks, the robot mode looks good. I think we've always been in agreement that they did a good job of making the robot mode look like it does from the movie, whether or not you like the aesthetic. But it does not translate into a vehicle mode at all.
That thing is long
And low.
and low. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like a skateboard.
You know, if you could arrange the top to be a skateboard and put 2 pegs on it, I would probably pick it up. Just gonna be 100% honest. That sounds cool. So let's move on to Neo art. So you were interested in the Leo Prime version. What about this version?
Ooh. Okay.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go put a. Let me see if I have $1 or $2 around here.
to put a pre-order in.
Ah, that looks really nice. I like that red.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
So I have this mold, but in the more traditional Nemesis Leo Prime. So to where it's no red, it's black, silver, and teal. So I will be passing on this. I actually don't like this that much. The red's too much. It's overpowering for a Nemesis color scheme. Now, for you, if you're buying it just to have a cool looking lion transformer, or maybe to go with, you know, all of your other black repaints that aren't particularly Nemesis colored, this is fine. But I think this would have stood out too much in my Nemesis collection. So I got the official version.
How is the figure?
But I like it. I don't have any issues with it. Transformation's a little fiddly, I'm not gonna lie. It has a ton of accessories, so that's fiddly in itself. But I do like it. I will be getting this if they repaint it, which they said they would so far, into the Eva color, so the purple and green. I missed out on the original version of this KO, so I'm looking forward to getting that.
Oh gosh, do I want to open up this? Oh, Pandora, stop calling me.
It's 2 figures. 3 figures.
We talk offline, and you know how many figures I still have not opened yet.
And that's why it's a drop in the bucket for you.
Okay. That bucket's full. It's dropping on the floor now. It's overflowing.
I think you might actually have this next one, so you might be able to leave it out of your bucket. But this is Transformer Rollouts Hova Jazz. This is only $54, and it's a really good Jazz for the price.
I love this figure, actually. This was my Jazz for a long time, and I'm very happy with it, actually. Especially for that price point.
Yeah. So, I think it looks nice. I just don't want a Jazz. I don't need a Jazz in my collection. I think he looks kind of boring. You could come at me. His colors don't do anything for me. But if they repainted it as Ricochet, I'd buy that for $54.
Jazz was just such a cool figure, and his voice.
You
cool.
like him because he's a character. You like his character.
I do. Well, I also like Porsche. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I loved everything about the character. So from a kid to now, I love the alt mode. I love Porsche, and his face, his head sculpt is really cool. I love the fact that he had the grappling hook. I mean, I just loved a lot of aspects of Jazz, and he played music loud.
Yes, and who knows when Takara will be able to get the license to Porsche. So this might be the only option you get besides Make Toys. Oh, and Fans Choice as well.
Yeah, I have all 3. So I mean, they all check a different box for me. So, yeah. But this was my first one, and I like it. It still holds up today.
First. Yeah. So next we have Magic Square's Devastator, the metallic version. So here are 2 of them. I gotta say that green guy is very plain looking He
Bone
looks like he's
Crusher.
wearing. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember all of their names except for Mixmaster because he's my favorite and Long Haul. He looks like like he's wearing a jumpsuit, like a green jumpsuit. That's all I see. And here's Mixmaster and what's the other one?
Scavenger.
Scavenger. There you go. See, Scavenger's an ant to me. He's not a bulldozer. That's why it doesn't make sense. So yeah, if you guys need these, they're coming out again. And I guess they're metallic. They don't look metallic to me, but that's what they label them as.
They don't look metallic to me either, but the articulation and everything. And
Yes.
I didn't pick any of these up. That postability is amazing.
That's why I put those pictures in instead of the standing poses. I think they look really nice, especially with that ab crunch, which you know I'm a sucker for. Next, we have something that I think that we saw at TFCon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, and that's the Fans Hobby X Vext Hobby, and they co-created this sci-fi hangar diorama, and they made a instruction video on how to put it together. So, looks pretty cool, and here is some of the screenshots that they posted. So, will you be getting this?
I want to get it. It costs the same as a figure, which
How much is it?
I
I
think
didn't look it up.
I think it's 150.
I've seen more expensive dioramas.
I mean, I have two, but I haven't bought any of them, so that's why I'm having. I do like the way that pretty much most of their figures can fit on here, which is kind of cool. So that aspect makes me want to pick it up. I have a feeling I'm gonna get it. It's just that I don't want to say it and commit to it, and you hold me accountable but I do think I'm gonna get it. I just have a hard time with the 150 for it.
Yeah, well, let me know if you do pick it up, because it does look pretty cool.
It does look cool.
So next, I don't know if we talked about this already, but Mod Fans Alliance is making a Cerebros. I don't know if this has already been put out. I don't think it has. But those legs just hanging down off of his head with the feet sticking out and not folded in is very distracting.
I hope that's an error.
And they flip in or something.
Yes. Well, this is the same company, I believe, that's making the rollers that we purchased.
Oh, it is. You're right. Okay.
So
this is new then.
Yeah. So the way the rollers look, I really am interested in this. I love Fort Max. You know, I hope they don't just stop at Cerebros. I know Fans Toys is eventually going to come out with the rest of them, you know, so I'll have two small kids in my house when that finishes. But I really like this, and I didn't notice the feet sticking out until you mentioned it, and so now I can't stop. I was looking at the eyes, and so
the face is really well sculpted, I gotta say.
Well, the other aspect about it, because it came out with the multicolors with roller, I'm assuming then that they'll probably do the US version and Japanese version of Cerebros as well. So
probably Grand Max as well.
Yeah, there you go. So that would be really cool. And so I may or I don't know what size this is. I don't know if it's Legend size or it's MP size.
I don't know either. I was thinking Legends off the bat.
I was too.
Who knows? So, time will tell.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into some updates. And the first thing is for the Robosen Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime Signature Series. They showed it off. They talked about all of the things that we've already talked about. There's not much more to know.
You look so excited talking about it, James.
Yeah, there's not much to say. I do gotta say that base is huge. This figure is huge, so here it is in comparison. It looks good. I wouldn't touch this with the 10-foot pole with the price and that it doesn't transform.
I like that gun he has.
I think we said the same exact thing last time.
Right. Well, at least
let
we're
us buy the gun and give us different grips so we could put it in like Fans Hobby's hands and Fans Toys hands, because that is really cool.
I like that gun. Yeah, I'm sticking with my flagship. Robeson, you got me for my money on that in the trailer. I think I'm out on everything else so far.
Yep, I completely agree with you. All right, they also showed off the video of MP58 hoist. So exciting. I don't think there's really much to talk about. We've talked about this to death. He still doesn't have a crotch, and that still looks very strange to me.
I saw some other pictures, and it looks really bad. I'm hoping it grows on
The
me.
whole figure, you mean, or the crotch in general?
I saw pictures of the back and things like that, and it just looks really, really skinny in the back as well. So maybe it'll grow on me like their Trailbreaker did, and the Trailbreaker actually looked better in hand as well. But so far, I actually may be out on this.
Wow.
I may just stick with X-Transbots and Fans Toys.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm definitely out on full noodle-legged hoist over here. I like the design colors. I will give them that. They nailed that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Next, we've got some New Age figures. So this is Rhedosaurus. So it's just sludge, right?
Yes.
I got it right. So it looks pretty cool, all things considered. And if you look at the side of his legs, how they're kind of open, they actually cover it up. They have little pieces that are parts forming, but you could cover up the inner leg, which is fine. And to show that, let's look at this picture right here. So that's everything it comes with.
I like that they come with the googly eyes from that one scene in the movie. That's
that
really
everybody associates with him.
I think like that is his most famous feature in all the episodes of the cartoon he's been on, and this, that, and the other. That scene is his, his Hollywood Hollywood star for Sludge is that scene getting smashed by Devastator. But I like the covers. That's really kind of cool. I wish it did come with on the figure where you didn't have to do any parts forming. But I mean, it's I'd rather have it than not. I won't be picking this up, but I do like the figure and I like the colors.
Yes, I agree. But will you be picking up this next one? Because it's Ghost Sludge.
I don't remember Sludge dying in the movie on anything else. No.
I think honestly they just made a clear repaint because they know people will buy it.
Yes.
I don't understand this either. It looks nice. They did a good job. The execution is very, very well done.
Yeah. But nope, not gonna do it.
All right, let's get into what is coming out soon. So the first thing is the Jetwing Optimus Prime blue and white porcelain version. I'm already going to be picking this up. You know it. I love my white primes. It looks really good. The other one sold out in like 2 seconds, so I'm going to be putting in an order probably today or tomorrow.
Wow.
Well, I told you I'm putting a little small Magnus collection together. So This is perfect for it.
Well, you'll have to keep me posted on how it is, because I am passing on this so fast. It's like a runaway Uber right now with me in it. It's not happening, but yeah.
I think it looks really nice. I like it. You know how I like my Prime repaints. Red and blue, who needs that? So next, we've got some DNA designs.
Oh, they're coming back out.
So they're re-releasing them. They're already coming soon on at least Show Z, so you could go ahead and pick them up if you need it. Do you have these?
I do not have them, and I was looking for them at a certain time, so I have to see how much they are.
So I looked at other sites and compared it to Show Z's price. Show Z like doubled the price. So just so you know, it's like $80 for the hands. I don't remember the price for the other one.
Oh, that $80 will go to my base.
So yeah. Next we also have this. So this is for the Grimlock. If I still have this figure out, he is in storage, and if I really like the movie, I'd be getting this because I think the flail as well as the mace look really cool, or the flail and the hammer actually look really cool, but I don't have him out, and I don't plan on having him out in the future. He's cool. I like the figure. I just, maybe he'll go with some Unicrony and people because he definitely looks like a mutated Transformer.
Yeah, this I just remember when I saw him in the movie, I was so disappointed. So,
You know, I was too, because it's like, what does Grimlock look like? Oh, that's what the fans want. We're gonna do this over here. Grimlock was created by people? Okay, you know what? He wasn't created. He was an ancient Transformer that's been on Earth this whole time. That makes more sense.
I'm glad I didn't even have to talk on it. Thank you, James, because I couldn't say it any better. But yeah, that hurt me about the Dinobots in the movies, and so hard pass. Yeah. Call him something different. Don't call him. If he was somebody different, I may have actually been interested.
I will give him this. The design is really cool with the two shoulder heads.
I like the two shoulder heads.
How it transforms, is really cool. But it, and that's why in my collection it would be somebody else like Grimlock. Yeah, Well, next we've got this guy, which is the Iron Warrior Leader Deluxe. It's a non-transforming Prime Optimus Prime, so it at least has the articulation you would want in a non-transforming figure. So if you want a more accurate depiction and you don't care about transforming, you can go ahead and pick this up.
I'm gonna say it again. I like those guns.
I like the sword.
I didn't even see the sword. The sword's nice. But those guns, yeah. Those guns really do it for me. I like those guns.
Yeah, that's about it. I do like this Prime design. I like the stylistic, cartoony proportions and stuff.
How is he carrying those feet with those skinny thighs? That little bitty waist.
Pistons.
More than just pistons.
All right, let's talk about what's coming out. So the first thing we've got Beachcomber that was cited in a GameStop. So this wave is out along with DevCon, Axle Grease, and Tarantulas, a package refresh. So go pick them up if you want.
I'm searching.
Yes, they look okay. I just want Axle Grease, but I already have pre-ordered, so I'll probably just wait till Amazon throws it at my doorstep because I'm lazy. Next, we've got Rise of the Beast Scourge. The leader class has also been cited. I don't know why you would buy this in store when you could just buy it on Amazon for the same price, but here you go. You can go ahead and do it if you want.
Hey, I got a Target Red card. It's 5% cheaper.
That is true, but it's not worth the effort. I do have to say this was based off of pre-production materials, which is why it looks so different from what the movie has. At least that's what I've heard. So they need to fix that for the future movies because this thing does not look good in my opinion.
The funny thing is I actually saw it in store. Oh,
you did already?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, I saw it in store on Saturday, I think it was, and didn't even literally walked right past it. I just saw Scourge and whatever. I walked right past it, looking for some other stuff.
Well, I don't blame you. Next, we have something that's probably going to be hitting you soon, and that's Pengo Toys Guardian. Is this shipping already to you?
No, I did not get this version, but I did get.
I thought you said you were going to be getting the blue version.
I got it from New Age.
Oh, you decided to go fancy.
And
well, you need to get 2 of these to go with them. Weren't there multiple of them in the cartoon?
I'm gonna get the green and the purple from.
You need those as well as 2 more of these guys, so you can have a little squad.
I'm so Omega'd out. It's crazy. I need therapy. This is bad. This is why I don't want to get into Legends, because of all these freaking colors, and they're colors that I like. So no, I don't. Even though I did think about it, but I'm not going to.
So moving on, talking about Legends, the Magic Square Space Skimming Cyclonus. Both of these are out. I gotta say, I do like that white one. I forgot the name of the company, but if you guys made the KO Cyclonus from Fans Toys, this might be another repaint option for you.
Oh, if they made this, yeah, I'd be on this too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jeez.
So let's end this with some kind of fun pictures, and that is the Jing Model Palace kindergarten series. So here's all of them. They're really cute, and here's Alita 1 and Bumblebee. And I love that Alita 1 has a little prime cake. It's very adorable. Here we have all three Optimuses. Now, if they were sold separately, I probably would buy the Nemesis version because they look really cute together. But my favorite one is that Megatron and the Ducky inner tube. That is adorable. And the Rodimus fishing for the Sharkticon is also super, super cute.
I like the Rodimus with the
Right?
Sharkticon.
But it's, for all 9 of them, it's about $145. so they are so adorable, but I have to pass.
Oh, you can't buy them separately?
No.
Oh.
At least on Show Z. I don't know if other places have it. I got these images from Show Z. It's the only place I've seen it. Because that Megatron is so... I love how angry the T-Rex head is. it's a code because he's gonna get his little teeth brushed. So I really like this. I think.
Oh my god, this or the base.
Exactly. But again, I don't think this is marketed for me or you. This is for people that collect these things.
But they're so cute. I would actually,
buy them. But I think they have too much paint to, and it makes sense. Let's say 150 divided by 9 is about $20 a piece. With all the paint and stuff on them, I mean, let's be honest, they have more paint than a Hasbro Deluxe figure. So I can the price is understandable.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
The way my checking account's set up, it's not set up for me either.
So, yeah, well, that's everything we have for you today. So let us know what you're getting. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
And as always, till all debates are won. See you next time.